Welcome to Dreamcatchers, where we love to share the journey of your dreams. Our guest today is Santhana Krishnan, well-known entrepreneur, philanthropist, angel investor who has a passion for art. Let's meet him today and ask about his favorite dream project, the Asian Art Gallery. Welcome to the show, Santhana.
Thank you
so much for coming. So tell us about this Asian Art Gallery project of yours.
So basically, I turned 50 last year.
Okay.
So I was getting prepared for a phase in life where I want to give more back to the community and where I've grown from.
Okay.
So I grew up in Southeast Asia. My parents were in Singapore, Sri Lanka, India.
Okay.
So I exposed to a lot of art, saw a lot of emerging artists when I was growing up, struggling. So at that point I made a note that at some point in my life I'm going to do something for them. So plus me turning 50, I said I had done enough of technology, so I said I want to exercise portions of my brain, which has not been exercised, which is admire art, and I like the creative process in which art gets created. And so that's how I said this is time to give back, and I started this end of 2013.
Okay. Do you plan to combine your love of art along with entrepreneurship together?
Absolutely. So one of the things, that's why I started this as a social enterprise.
Okay.
Three primary legs. One is I wanted to, been around this area for almost 30 years. And there was no platform for other than museums to talk about art. So I want to give, and I met a lot of people who like art, but I never knew they liked art or they were painters themselves. So I want to give a platform for people to get together and talk about art. The second is I want to give a platform for emerging artists, because over the last 30 years there's been actually no Asian art gallery in New England area. So I said I want to give a platform of bringing emerging artists from Asia, Southeast Asia primarily, to the Boston area. The third was charitable angle, and giving back to charities, donating to auctions, and having the bidding going on there and creating money for the auction. Different various causes supporting Southeast Asia. So that was the third, and I wrapped this around as an enterprise which is going to be a for-profit, but supporting a lot of social causes. So over the last year and a half, I've got overwhelming support from the community. It's been great. This is our 9th show. We've displayed over 500 works to around 3,000 people in a total of 3 different cities. So it's been very rewarding and very satisfying so far.
Okay. So let me ask you, what was the first painting that had an impact upon you, even as a child or at any age of life?
Actually, my grandfather, which I forgot about it. He was a police officer in India. When I was little, he used to draw, and he used to draw black and white photographs. And until a year or two back, I'd totally forgotten about it. Until a year or two back, I met my aunt who had told me about Rover. So that's probably the earliest impact. But then I grew up in Sri Lanka, where there's so much art in that region. Singapore and Indonesia, India itself. So I think I owe it to my parents to exposing me to the various cultures and the art in those regions.
Talking of your grandfather, that was my next question also for you. Does anybody in your family paint, draw, your children, you?
Actually, my dad, my mom passed away 2 years back, and my dad took interest in art, and he painted my mom. First ever oil painting, unbelievable, I was blown away.
Is there a painting that you did not buy and live to regret it?
I didn't have money at that time, so I've actually.
You wish you had bought it.
But I don't regret about anything. You go through phases in life. I don't have any regrets. And my wife Namita, she's got used to it. She used to what are you doing? You bought that? You bought this? But I've purchased art. I buy. Art's an impulsive buy, so you tend to buy what you like, and that's what I tell people: don't buy for the value or what it's going to be down the road, but just buy what you like and what you're going to see.
It strikes a chord within you.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
Okay. Now, if you could have any painting in the world, which one would you choose for yourself? Just for the sheer joy of having that painting.
Oh, it's a very, for me, it's a very difficult question to answer. Probably not yet there yet. So.
No, I meant anywhere in the world.
No.
Maybe if you could have Mona Lisa.
No, I'd rather have other people enjoy it as well. So better the museums.
Okay. Now, when you have an exhibition like the one that you're having now, how do you prepare for it?
So basically, I'm an emotional guy. So I go by the stories of people and I like them and I just try to promote them. So I tend to detach myself in the process of choosing the portfolio of artists or curating a show. So I work with curators, art historians and art professors in India. I've got a team of 4 in India, and they are the ones we say, okay, we're going to do this show is about senior artists and established artists. So we said, okay, let's narrow down 15 or 12 to 15 of them. And I meet, for me it is important to meet every one of them, so I have a connection. So I meet these artists and then we decide based on the pieces they're going to give us. So it's really somebody else picking the artist and the portfolio, curating the show, and then I get involved in the final, just making sure that because it's a social enterprise, I feel good about promoting them. That's when I get involved.
So how long does this process typically take?
It's a 6 to 9 month process.
And do you have a theme, or it's more about the artists and
that's the curator? Yeah, it's we try to come up with a theme. So for example, this was this one. I wanted my only direction to the curating team was I wanted to have representation from all parts of the country. So they went a little bit to different Calcutta, Chennai, Delhi, Baroda. So and a mix of contemporary, more contemporary, and modern art. So usually we do have a theme.
So I was looking at this beautiful painting. Tell us a little bit about this one.
So the one you see behind is, actually everyone is my favorite, but he's one of my most favorite. Mark Ratniraj is the painting, the tall painting. He's based in Chennai, and I probably have 500 pieces. My wife now knows the number, but 500 pieces of his paintings over the last 15 years I've been collecting. And he's one of the reasons, I was struggling artist early on, but now established and doing extremely well. We had a solo show of his last year, was fantastic reception. And the one you see on the table there is by Radha Krishnan. Established artist who went to Santhana Krishnan in Calcutta and now based in Delhi. Love his art. It's very global, and his works are. I think he's going to make a dent in the industry over the years. So he's everybody's my favorite, but these two are my favorite sitting next to me right now.
Now you said you're a very emotional guy. So do you ever get attached to any art piece that you don't want to sell?
Yes, I do, and my curation team actually just keep telling me don't, because and I realized that over the last 6 months because there's only so much space I have in the house, so I can only collect so much.
And your gallery is beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
So spectacular. Now, are there any particular artists that you are working towards bringing them to the United States, or any workshops?
Yeah. Actually, there's a couple, and we still haven't planned out. But Radha Krishnan definitely, I want to have a solo of his. He does big sculptures, 6-10 feet sculptures. So it's going to be a year-long project with him. Jatin Das, who's famous artist in Delhi from Odisha. He also wants to have a charcoal pen and ink and pencil show here. Then there's another person, Venkatesh, who's from Chennai. Actually, we found him in the slums in Chennai, and we got him out of the slums. Amazing, super realism paintings. He is out of the slums. He got married. He's a baby now. So amazing talent, self-taught talent. And so we do invest in some of these artists. For Venkatesh, for example, we're putting a fund together by selling his art. So we don't give all the funds back to him. So we're going to take him to Europe, bring him to New York, get him exposed to the artists, the museums, so that he can cultivate his skills further.
That's wonderful. So my question for you is, there was a time when you said you wanted some paintings but didn't have the budget for it. So many of us who don't have the budget, tell us what range is the lowest painting and maybe the highest, or just a ballpark.
So right now, it's a very good question, because you know, if you look at the top tier artists, this is the dawn of independence. There's a group came together: M.F. Hussain, Raza, Gaitonde, Subramaniam. Actually, Subramaniam is represented in this show right now, and they were the modern artists. And if you look at their prices, and the next tier, it's a huge difference in India, because everybody's been collecting for value and appreciation. The price difference from the top to the second or third tier is anywhere between 10 to 30, 40 times. Okay, so $1 million painting for the top tier artists, and you look at second tier, it may be $10,000, $15,000, $20,000. So it's a huge difference. So I think that's because there's been gatekeepers so far, controlling whom they want to promote. But I think this whole freelance economy, this internet, is going to open it up and bring other artists who are, deserve to be affordable, who deserve to be marketed out there. But what I have focused on is anywhere between $1,000 to $20,000. Okay.
So what is your long-term vision for Asian Art Gallery?
So I'm going to give you a business answer as well as as a social answer. So I think there's threefold. One is, I want to really come out with a couple of every 10 years, 4 to 5 artists who establish through the platform I've created. When I say establish, the price points have dramatically increased. They've changed their lives. That's one goal. Okay, that's more longer term because it takes time. Okay. The second is I want people, Indians today, just to give you the market, the global market for art is $62 billion.
Wow.
Okay. In Chinese market is $10–12 billion. Okay. India, last year, Indians spent $85 to $100 million buying art. Okay.
So big difference.
So we'd rather buy gold than So I think, and look at the amount of history and the art and the culture we have. And in the modern artists, there's plenty of them who've got great opportunity in the world. So I think I want people to start, covering up their white walls in their houses. So I'm hoping, but I've seen that over here, over the last year and a half. There are some first-time buyers, but now they're starting to appreciate art. So I want people to bring art into their homes. Okay. And not only Indians, Americans, and all of those people promoting and people who like Asian art. The third is more of social causes. I want to be able to support through the money generated for either getting people interested in art, doing good from where the art came from. For example, so far since we started, we've raised over $150,000 for charities.
That's wonderful.
Okay, the charities we support are American India Foundation, Akshay Patra. We actually recently participated in Pratham's art auction for their causes, Ekal Vidyalaya. So through various causes, we want to give back. So these are the 3 primary areas, I would say, which is my objective and goal.
Yes, there is that. They say that a room without a painting is a room without imagination.
Exactly.
So let's hope your art gallery becomes very successful.
Thank you.
And you continue to give back. So thank you so much for coming.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.